When I was a kid, I used to watch anime all the time. I could easily finish 3 to 5 different shows in a week, and that trend continued right up until my high school years. Then, as I entered college and started working more, I would still watch anime, but rarely would I manage to get through even half a series, let alone multiple different shows. And now, during adulthood, I've practically had to force myself to sit down and watch a single episode, and even then, I found I wasn't enjoying it or wanting to continue to the end. At least, that was the case until recently. Thinking about this decline in interest as I've grown older, I started wondering why this had happened. Had I simply outgrown it? Was I chasing the nostalgia and feelings I had felt as a child? Is anime even suitable for adults? I'm sure I'm not the first anime fan to have had these thoughts, but in searching for the answers, I have resolved to fall back in love with anime. If you've ever felt the same way, here's how you can enjoy watching anime again too. Anime is a lot harder to watch and enjoy as you grow older compared to when you were in your early childhood years. There are several reasons why this is the case. In fact, I can easily think of 10, and I'm sure there are a lot more, which you can feel free to let me know about in the comments below. So here's a quick rundown of my top 10 reasons why being an adult anime fan is tough. Number 1. Changing tastes and interests. As you grow older, your preferences and interests are likely to evolve. Some anime themes and tropes that may have appealed to you in the past may no longer resonate with you as an adult. Finding anime that aligns with your current tastes becomes more challenging. Number 2. Invasive character tropes. Speaking of character tropes, there's a tendency in anime to insert tropes like tsundere, a character that switches between hot and cold, yandere, the lovesick character, ojo, a high-class female character, and many more. Even when they don't fit into the overall theme of the show, there's a lot of unnecessary fan service in anime too, and while as a youngster this might be fun or not even noticeable, as an adult it can become annoying or distracting. Number 3. Dubs versus subs. This may not be a problem for everyone, especially if you speak Japanese, but adults in the West seem to be a lot more picky about watching shows with subs versus dubs. Finding a version in your preference can be tricky, but not all anime has both settings available, which brings me to my next point. Number 4. Content accessibility. While anime is more widely available now through streaming platforms, some older or less mainstream series may be harder to access legally. Also, certain regions may have limited access to licensed anime content, making it harder to watch the shows you're actually interested in. Number 5. Younger audiences. There are plenty of anime series made specifically for adult viewers, and no, I'm not talking about those videos. However, there's a lot more anime material aimed at younger audiences, so much so it's hard to avoid. This makes searching for mature content more of an effort and doesn't help matters when it comes to my next point. Number 6. Social stigma. Although the popularity of anime has grown significantly in the recent years, there can still be a social stigma attached to being an adult who watches anime. This can make it awkward for some to openly express their interests or find like-minded individuals to discuss anime with. There are a lot of articles and forum posts online discussing whether it's wrong to watch anime as an adult, and even though it is far more acceptable than it used to be, it's still frowned upon more than other forms of media. Number 7. Critical eyes. Anime studios make every effort to meet episode release deadlines, occasionally resulting in compromises in quality or noticeable inconsistencies in animation. These imperfections may go unnoticed by younger viewers, but they become more noticeable for adult viewers who pay close attention to the visual aspects of the series. While subpar animation doesn't necessarily equate to a poor storyline, it can be a determining factor that discourages someone from exploring a particular series further. Number 8. The nostalgia factor. Many fans grow up watching anime and spend their later years chasing the same feelings they experienced as a child or teenager, only to find out that it doesn't feel the same. This nostalgia chasing doesn't just apply to the anime, but given the other factors I've already mentioned, it definitely contributes to the feeling of disappointment and disillusionment as an adult viewer. Number 9. Too much content. Enormous franchises are becoming increasingly common in pop culture. Anime seems to have an obsession with supplementary OVAs, light novels, video games, and side stories. While in our younger years, we can easily pick and choose from these extras, as we step into our older years, we tend to want to pursue and analyze every spin-off, every fan-translated manga, and even non-linear timelines to draw an overarching conclusion. Following an anime in its entirety can be exhausting, which isn't helped by my most notable reason why watching anime is hard for adults. Number 10. Time constraints. Generally speaking, growing older comes with more responsibilities and commitments. Our time is a lot more limited, and we are forced to be a lot more fickle with how we spend it. Finding the time to watch anime can be very difficult if you have a very busy schedule, and the idea of finishing a long series can be daunting, especially if the payoff isn't worth it in the end. Yet, despite these challenges, many adults continue to enjoy watching anime and find ways to incorporate it into their lives. Why? Because anime can be visually stunning. It can deal with mature themes in an interesting way, relatable characters, and meaningful life lessons. It teaches you about Japanese culture in addition to things about life life in general. For example, the show Jormungand serves as a realistic depiction of how arms dealers live, while a show like Little Busters deals with medical conditions like narcolepsy. There are always life lessons to be found in anime, and with endless possibilities to represent them in fantastical, colorful ways, it can be much more entertaining than plain, limited live-action shows. Adults need some escapism too, and there are a few storytelling art forms that can do it as well as anime, as long as you're willing to immerse yourself in the world presented to you. For every reason why anime can be difficult to watch as an adult, once you realize and understand the problems, you can start to counteract them and offer solutions. If you're worried about what other people might say, if there's too much content, or if you don't have enough time, it's up to you to address these issues. Confront people who don't understand and educate them as to why you enjoy anime. Heck, show them this video. Do some research before watching a series to see if you're likely to enjoy it and have time for it. You might need to make some sacrifices, but they'll be worth it if you can reclaim your passion for something that makes you happy. Ultimately, it's about finding a balance that works best for your needs and prioritizing shows that you genuinely enjoy. I think what sparked my interest back in the world of anime was seeing my friends engage more with it again and watching it together with them. Even though I have new interests compared to when I was young, I'm able to satisfy them while watching new anime and reading manga on my phone on the go. I'm no longer chasing the same feelings I received as a child, but instead developing new ones. I'm also not forcing myself to watch shows and instead enjoying them when I have the time and patience to do so. Simply put, I learned how to enjoy watching anime again, and I'm very happy that I did. How do you feel about watching anime now compared to when you were younger? Do you agree with the points I raised, or is your experience different? I'd love to know, so feel free to tell me in the comments. Other than that, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider checking out some of my other content on the channel as well. Till then, take care.